yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Hierophant, and this will be your Sun in Sagittarius tarot reading. On Friday, November 21st at 8:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will begin its transit in the sign of Sagittarius, or what y'all call it, Sagittarius. I don't know. It's all good. For this fire sign, we will be bringing back the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot deck. Okay? Love this deck very much. What else? Theme. The theme of the reading is defend your truth from excessive ego. Okay? Kind of like a little little overlapping, little construct situation here. I'm here, you're here, Frankie is here. Okay? Also, cards to look for: the Sun card, the Strength card, or Temperance representing Sagittarius, or Wheel of Fortune representing Jupiter, since, you know, the sign and the planet are all part of the same archetype. So Sagittarius and Jupiter, same archetype. Leo and the Sun, same archetype. Okay? So let's get started. Okay? No, I don't have on scrubs. It's just a t-shirt that I have never worn before. A plain old t-shirt, okay, that I've been keeping in the tuck. I don't know why, but untucked today, okay? Ooh, okay. Okay. It's tired of being shuffled. Got it. What you got for me? What you got for me, sis? Okay, starting off with two. Starting off strong. Ooh, and we start off with Temperance and the Queen of Wands. Let me make sure. The book is over there, so let me hold on. This could be... Oh, yeah, I think it's the Queen. Yep. Boom! Temperance and the Queen of Swords. I told you. Okay? Defending your truth. And no, Temperance is not necessarily about defense or anything like that. But Sagittarius says, okay, the truth shall set you free. Okay? We need to balance, okay, everything that's going on in the world with truth, with meaning, significance, and purpose. Okay, moving through Sagittarius season, you have to understand that everything has meaning, everything has a purpose. Okay, and not just during Sagittarius season, but more so during Sagittarius season. Okay, so we need to balance not balance the truth. We need to broadcast the truth. Okay, we need to, because people are playing with the truth. They're having fun with it. Okay, they're gaslighting, they're doing semantics. I mean, like, it's just a whole bunch of word soup. But if you stand on the truth, okay, nobody can take that from you. Okay, no matter how much they gaslight you, no matter how much they lie, okay, because that's what's happening. There's just a lot of lies out here. Okay, the truth shall set you free as long as you stand in your truth. Okay, you will give others clarity and they will learn from you. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Oh, okay, so Sometimes, okay, so we're dealing with Sagittarius, right? In the sun, ruler of a fire sign. Two fire signs, right? Both are positive energies, right? All fire signs are positive, right? But the thing about, is it Sagittarius or Leo? The thing about Sagittarius is, I think it's Leo. The thing about the Sun Leo archetype is like, it's just so funny because we've been having this no kings movement, but Leo, in a, what is it? Malicious or maleficent or unhealthy, negative, okay? I'll say unhealthy. Unhealthy Sun Leo archetype gives way to the divine right of kings. Basically, I can do whatever I want, but you can't. It's like, for me, there's no more. I can just run free and do whatever I want. I can be criminal. I can do whatever, but you can't. You can do what I do because you're not me. Okay? And so you got to remind people with this sort of truth. Hey, I know who you really are. And no, okay, you are not able to just go around gallivanting, okay, playing around with people's lives, okay? Because temperance may not be Libra, but temperance is still about balancing the mind, body, and soul, okay? To temper, okay, this is the Queen of Wands. I didn't even realize it said batons at the bottom. It's lots of fire. I mean, I don't have to change what I said because the truth is still, a Sagittarius theme. And I spoke to, the excessive fire that we are going to be feeling, right? People playing with the truth, people having fun with the truth, not taking it serious. And when people don't hold the truth in high regard, like people, they just don't even care. Like they can't hold each other accountable. And we get Le Pape. Hierophant. 5. Okay. Religious figure. Pope. Priest. Somebody that's knowledgeable about religious beliefs. And it's funny because, we got the rise of this Christian, okay? And so to have the Hierophant pop up is very telling. I think people lean on their religion as opposed to the spirit. Religion is not just relegated to spiritual practice. Okay? You can check your horoscope religiously. Okay? You can go to a particular restaurant religiously. Okay? Let me look up religion for y'all. It's super early in the reading to be doing all of this, but I feel like we got to do it. Religious is just another word for devoted. Okay? Devoted. You got to be devoted to the truth, okay? Because people are going to appear as though they are, and they are just going to continue the semantics, continue the gaslighting, broadcasting the lies, okay? Mercury is currently retrograde in Sagittarius. Or is it Scorpio? I think all of the personal planets at the time of this reading are, yeah, Mercury is Scorpio. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All the personal planets are in Scorpio, but Mars is in Sagittarius. So that means there's going to be some active movement towards, okay, getting the truth out there, okay? Called it. We called both Sagittarius Jupiter cards. First we got Temperance, Sagittarius, and now we have Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. Okay. Good luck, fortune. But this is where I've talked about expansion, excessive, big, broad, right? And so you have to be the one to broadcast the truth. You have to be the voice. You have to be the speaker, okay, to communicate this truth. Why? Why me? Why me, Joy? Oh my gosh, I don't like public speaking. I don't like doing this. You are going to be given the opportunity, okay, to speak your truth. And should you do so, abundance, blessings, good luck, fortune, what have you, boom, coming your way. Okay? But we go from 5 to 10 real quick. Fast, right? Doubling up. So we go from power, truth, light, and cleansing to completion and the new beginning. And it's so, well, it's not crazy, but tonight, hopefully you're watching this tonight if it uploads properly, is the new moon in Scorpio. So boom, we got the abundance, the newness, all coming in fresh, right? Because we're closing out Scorpio season. And you know what? During the sun going in, no, okay, that's during the new moon. During the new moon, which is a conjunction between the sun and the moon, Mercury will be involved in that conjunction. So, Scorpio. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. So, I think the truth has to come out before Sagittarius season on Friday. So here new moon is about 1:45 a.m., 1:45 a.m. So all of this has to take place before, boom, yep. The truth got to come out soon. The truth has to come out before Sagittarius season begins. I've never did like a backwards reading. Chaos will ensue. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. And that is why defending your truth is so important. Because when everything falls apart, things crumble, when the smoke clears, all you're going to have left is the truth. Okay? The clouds will dissipate. The buildings will have fallen. The structures that have been put in place to hide the truth will have fallen. Okay? This is like the truth tower of truth that has to be destroyed to unleash the truth. Push this up a little. We ain't nowhere. We are nowhere. But the reading is moving. We got all made 5 out of 6 cards. 4 out of 5 cards are major. So you are not going to be able to physically do anything except speak the truth when it's your opportunity to do so. Moon. It's the moon. La luna, la luna, la luna, la lune. So don't tell me that new moon in Scorpio ain't got nothing to do with this. The criminal behavior, criminal activity, Scorpio, okay, is going to be put on blast. Like, we're going to find out who the PDFs are when those files drop, okay? Because there are some things that we couldn't see. They were hidden from us, locked away in this tower, deep in our, I don't even want to say our, like, collective self-conscious, because I just want to phrase it differently. I just feel like there's going to be some unlocking. There's just going to be like this grand reveal of the truth. And it's going to be a positive outcome for humanity. Because Sagittarius is a universal sign. It's not about self. It's about others. Okay? Hidden enemies will be revealed. People that have been working against you, conspiring to dim your truth, to dim your light, right? But they didn't know that the moon reflects the light of the sun. They thought by blocking the sun, this is the sun bag here, Merkaba, she blocking it. Her head is blocking it, right? And so they thought by doing all of these magic tricks, okay, let me turn this water into wine. Let me give you $2,000 tariff stimulus. Let me do XYZ. They thought that would distract you from the truth. I know it's the batons, but you were always playing a significant role in keeping the flame lit, okay? And so when they tried to throw religion in your face, you saw the play. You saw the play. But you are so devoted to the truth, right, that you hold this wheel ever so tightly. You are never letting go. Because the wheel is a giant pinnacle, right? It's a big, excessive, broad Jupiter pinnacle. It's just a giant pinnacle, a big, big pinnacle, right? And we all know a pentacle, what? You have reached the pinnacle. You have reached the climax, the top. This is it. But when this tower breaks down, they didn't know that you would be willing to get rid of, to excavate, or to let go of everything that has been built. You are literally willing to let it all burn down to the ground, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust, if it means protecting your truth, right? Because the ego is like they are trying to hold you to a different standard that they are not holding themselves. They can get away with red rum, but you can't. Okay? And so when you find that out, it's like, oh, you've been working against me this whole time. You've been conspiring this whole time. And that's okay, because you knew the truth, right? And you had already seen the ego and the validation, and all they want is the attention and the fodder and the love. They don't care about the people, they only care about themselves. Because they're looking for external validation. Self-esteem is low. Confidence is low. They have none. But you don't need confidence because you got the truth. You understand that everything has meaning, everything has a purpose. Significance is all around, right? And so with that, you had to find out that they were working against you at a certain time so that you could reveal the truth at the right time. Huh. Hanged man. Oh, and the judgment card, y'all. I promise these majors are not in. Like the deck is not like that. It's not like that. See, this is the Queen of Wands, and you get the Ace, some swords. Like here is the Star card in between some swords. Like the High Priestess is between Ace of Cups and Seven of Cups. Like I can't, I don't know. But let's start with the Hanged Man, because that's who came out first. This place is a circus. But now that the sun is no longer being blocked, right? The conjunction is over and we are officially working through Sagittarius season. This represents Neptune. The Hanged Man does. Neptune is currently retrograde. Okay? In the sign of what? Let me refresh my memory. I think it's Pisces. Yeah. And that's why I came out next to the moon, because the moon represents Pisces. So we have both Sagittarius, Jupiter cards on the table. We have both Neptune, Pisces cards on the table. The Hierophant represents Taurus, stubborn pride. Okay. They were conspiring against you because they couldn't they were too prideful, and it just caused them to be stubborn. You have to think, you have to decide, you have to make a choice. The answer is not going to come to you in a dream. Okay? But this is about going with the flow, your intuition, doing what you are moved to do, doing what is right for all, not just yourself. Judgment. Judgment might be like Pluto or something. Well, no, Judgment isn't Pluto. The Tower is Mars. Oh, shoot. All right, hold on. Let me go to something real quick. Go to my very own quick reference guide on Pinterest. Do, 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 do. Okay, yes. Tower is Mars because you're trying to survive. Yes, we are. Already knew. Okay, Judgment is Pluto. Okay. Already told y'all, we already talked about Mars, so I ain't gonna double back to the Tower, but let's get into this Pluto ruled by who? Scorpio. That is giving all of this personal planet energy boost. Okay? Don't let the Scorpio energy fool you. Scorpio is thinking the worst of everybody. Sagittarius is very optimistic. So you go from thinking the worst of everybody and not trusting anybody to being optimistic, giving people the benefit of the doubt even when they don't deserve it. So don't be naive. Okay? Do not be naive. Do not allow yourself to get swept up into the, I don't want to say criminality. I want to say taboo, but I don't know. Tabooness is not like a word. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the what? In the power, in the scheme, in the sabotage, yes, in the coercion. Don't let yourself, see, this is like the Pied Piper, right? I ain't talking about R. Kelly. It's like the real Pied Piper story, right? The Pied Piper, he played a little flute, right? And all the kids followed him around town. Then boom, he disappeared with the kids. Do not fall. Don't listen to the music. There's a lot of movies where if you hear a sound, then you done. You hypnotize, you under the spell, right? Don't fall for the spell. Okay? Keep your wits about you. Because they're gonna try to get you. They're gonna try to make you one of them. They're gonna try to turn you. Okay? They're gonna try to flip you. And we went from 5 to 10 to 20. Ooh, 5, 5, 5, baby. Power, power, power. That's all this is about. Okay? It's about powerful egos. This is about, because this is just crazy seeing all this major. This is crazy to me. They want to break down the power structure and rebuild one that does not benefit all people. Okay? And there's a lot of, I know we talked briefly about all the personal planets, but that is just like their last hurrah, like their last job. They are trying to just get you one more time before we go into Sagittarius season. Because the meaning and purpose, your purpose becomes more significant. Okay? You knowing the truth, you having the truth, you being willing to speak the truth, you being willing to break down emotionally, like be vulnerable. Your willingness to be vulnerable is what they don't want. Okay? They're going to try to mask it in things that you think you might need, like religion, money, politics. Okay, they're going to try to mask it under those things so you can feel like, oh, well, I'll take a $2,000 tariff stimulus check. Everybody wants $2,000. But realistically, where's the money coming from? because we are already paying the tariffs. That money is just the money that we paid. Okay, you just basically you like getting your tariff money back. All the money that you just spent on tariffs, you just getting it back. That's all it is. Then if they put it under religion, y'all, we've already been down that rabbit hole. When are we getting out? You got a lot of leaders in religious spaces not upholding the principles of their respective religious beliefs. Because Sagittarius is also about beliefs. Do you believe your truth? You got a belief is not necessarily a truth. You could believe something all day, but that doesn't make it true. Okay? But don't worry, because you will find out who this enemy is. Because look at this. It's a lot of circles. First, we get this, Merkaba. Then, we get this, Wheel of Fortune. Then, we get two of these side by side. Baby. 360. Completion. This is the end of the stubborn ego. This is the end of excessive ego. This is the end. And they are flailing, fighting for their lives. And they will do anything they can to try and get you to join their ranks, just so they can discard you at their convenience. Okay? It's like proximity to whiteness. We're going to bring you along until we don't need you no more. Boop. Then we're going to give you the boot. When you have fulfilled your purpose, they're going to give you the boot. That's why you got to hold on to that truth. Okay? Believe what I say when I tell you. Okay? Because they are going to discard you. Do not join their criminal enterprise, the tyranny. They're going to promise you power that you will never really have. Okay? It is fraudulent. It is fake. Okay? That's why all this Pisces came up. Okay? They're going to promise you all of these things that you're not going to get. Okay? That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene is moving the way she doing. She wanted a certain position. She ain't get it. So now, boom, look at her. Let me just go ahead and dime y'all out and just tell everybody what's really going on. Her truth. I mean, I ain't judging. Judgment card. Judge your mama. Okay? But I'm telling you, if you end up playing for the other team, I ain't even just talking politics. I'm just like, I've been talking in general. Y'all know how I do. But because politics is like the overarching thing that's happening in this country, I got to use the example. But what was I going to say? It must not have been important. So I don't know. I forgot. This reading was crazy because it has so many major arcana. Lots of them had 5s. 14, then we got 5, 10, 16, 18, 12, and 20. I know you want to think the best of everyone, but not everyone has your best interest at heart, right? And so that's why we got the Hanged Man. You need a different perspective. Okay, I know sometimes that is Aquarius, but Jupiter or Sagittarius archetype asks us to step back and look at the broader, bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? What is the play here, right? What is the desired outcome? And how are we getting there? Okay? All right. This was fun. I will see y'all on the weekend. Peace.